The day this little shark fin went on, I was in love. I just thought it was the coolest little thing, but if it's not going to do anything, it doesn't make sense to keep it. Alright, so that's the first mount, and the way this will work is this is going to go through the back of the cab, and it's going to go like this, and butt up to the roll cage. So I'll be able to throw a little weld top and bottom here, and put a good bead in from this side, and this will stick out of the back of the cab. What we did was measure and find a point that with this completely in, when we mount it and run it out, it will lift the cab plenty far enough up to be able to do engine transmission swaps, maintenance, everything. Ideally, we'll be able to get it so that it actually touches back off onto the top of the bed. And we didn't want to spend a ton of time just measuring and lifting and lowering a million times. So we made this center hole correspond with the measurement we know would just work as a permanent lifting point, and went ahead and made the bracket big enough that we could have some adjustment in it. I'll do the same thing on the rear portion. It will have a corresponding set of adjustments, and I think that we'll be able to fine tune it or figure out what we would need to do differently if we wanted it to go ahead and go all the way up. But I do believe this is going to work. I'll go ahead and make the other side and get them put on the truck. So I've made the mount for the frame side of this. It's really simple. And I think that I have all of my angles sorted out at 6 degrees this way, 66 degrees this way with the plate. It should put us exactly where we need to be for those two holes to work. So let's do it. So I've checked and double checked all of my angles. This thing should work. I need to get that other one on there and then we will be back.
Later that same evening.
So they're both in. I think this is going to work. We should have 2,600 pounds of lifting force pushing into the bottom back of that cage, and it should just pivot up. This has been a long time coming, but we are about to see this thing function for the first time with its permanent cab lift. I mean, this has been such a journey. I can't really even describe how much work went into this, but man, it was crazy. Just a forewarning, these things move so slow. So they should be slow and quiet and strong. Let's see what happens. That's as high as we ever did anything with the winch line. And I'll have to check it out. You know, we have adjustability here. We may be able to move this out to this hole because it didn't seem to struggle at all, and see how much farther up that gets us. That really might get us close to tipping it back onto the bed once it's there. Man, how crazy. I like how controllable it is. We'll be able to stop it where we want to. What an insane system. It just comes through. You may not be able to see that very good, but just comes through and mounts to the cage. It is pretty wide open. I'm going to set it back down and move those pins up if they'll let me, and see if we can get it any higher up. I can't believe that works so good. Guys, it is straight up and down. It's 87.93 degrees. So we are like 2 degrees away from being completely even. Oh, that's so awesome. I gotta get this nose on a ram and get all this stuff wired up. That's awesome. That's our final access amount. So if there was ever any question on whether or not we can work on this engine in its entirety and all of its systems, there's your answer. We can do it very easily, and the whole nose slips off of those hinges, so we can pull it off and set it out to the side with 2 bolts, and then raise this up and throw a couple of safety pins in it, or maybe build a couple of legs for when it's in this position and you're actually working on it. I don't know. We can do anything apparently. So that's it for the shark fin. Kind of bums me out a little bit to cut this, but it had to go. The new system works great. It looks a lot better, and it's quiet and neat and doesn't have to protrude out of the truck. What's the secret word of the week? Random. Wait. No. Whatever. Random is the secret word of the week. Put it in the comments, and we will see you next time.